Have a wonderful night. Hello.
Glass of champagne, sir?
Get me a bloody drink, will you? A small one. Just big enough for me to swim lengths in, you know?
Yes, madam.
You know what? Great fuck, I'm drunk. You know, I used to be a great beauty. And an even greater wit. Time. What a total bastard it is, huh? Then again, I always loved bastards. The real ones, I mean. Wedlock. Hugely overrated. Oh, I tried it enough. Well, I mean, I tried both. You know, bastards and marriage. I even married a bastard. It didn't work out so good. Oh my God. I should not have got up this morning. I need to go and sit down and have a little rest. I'm just gonna... Is anybody listening to me?
Oh, stop staring like the village idiot.
I know I look like a drunken harlot, but let me be very clear, young man. I am a drunken harlot.
Champagne, sir?
This is quite a town that you have here, Mr. Jameson.
Oh, I don't live here. I was here for the poker.
Oh, you play?
It's my weakness, my worst vice.
Perhaps you should have it whipped
Gentlemen.
out of you like you advocate whipping the sin out of others.
Not whipping, sir. Working, and besides, my vice.
The truth
Evening,
is,
ladies.
since the war, the
Monsieur.
country's doomed itself.
I disagree. The war? The war was 30 years ago. I was just a boy, and since then we have fought more wars, and we will fight more again.
Now, the country tore itself apart.
That's so.
And what do you think, sir?
I think war is a fine way of thinning the herd.
Exactly. This man is a realist.
I cannot believe I am hearing this. Excuse me.
My pockets are not deep enough for that.
Sometimes, sir, the innocent are the damned. Enjoy your evening. I must go see my wife.
Good evening.
The government has done an awful job of preserving law and order, Mr. Jameson.
I agree, Major. Well, at my prison, we are doing the best to remedy that failure. You know, my friend works in the Caribbean. He faces real rebellion. If we don't act decisively, we will endure the same here, and all of this, all these garden parties and civility, they will be doomed. I believe in civilizing the masses, sir. But the first order of civilization is order. Law and order.
I agree.
Without law and order, we will have anarchy.
But with too
Evening,
much
gentlemen.
law and order,
Hello.
we have
Good evening.
dictatorship or worse.
Bonjour.
Monarchy.
The law should be a dictator. That is the American way.
I thought the American ideal was liberty.
Sure, liberty under the law.
Very interesting.
Major Crowley, Mr. Chambers, I must go speak to someone for a second.
What a vulgar toad of a man. But that riverboat sounds interesting.
How's it going?
I'm doing very well.
That's good. All the best, then.
Au revoir.
I mean, modern art is all very well, but my daughter could do better.
You're not such a Philistine as all that, Marie.
No, I am quite that much of a Philistine.
Would you like some champagne?
Of course. Thank you, sir. You are quite the gentleman. Clearly not from this swampy hellhole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, I'll see you next week.
Hello there.
to be the land of liberty, but somehow I am not free to vote. Look me in the eye and tell me in all honesty that I am not the equal of any man you've ever met.
You're preaching again, Mrs. Wicklow.
And you're burying your head in the sand again, sir. What
Don't
is
blame
it?
me
Can I help
for
you?
God's mistakes, if they were mistakes.
What do you mean?
Women are inferior to men, madam. It's not my fault. It's a fact. Undeniable. Demonstrable. I will not deny it simply because of fashion.
I'm intrigued, sir, to hear your arguments.
I am your clear superior.
You're different, but you're neither my better nor my inferior, sir.
Okay, madam. I will not prove it by publicly thrashing.
Well, you're stronger than me, sure. But as civilized beings? Haven't we moved past that? Apparently not. Good evening to you, sir. I will go find some other people to threaten to hit me. If that's okay with you, sir.
Hello there.
Evening, folks.
How do you do?
How's it going with you?
Fine. Just fine.
Good for you.
Goodbye.
Evening, all.
Hello, sir.
Hi there.
Must apologize for Manosby back there. Nice fellow, but his views are a little, well, feminine.
Apologize to your wife, not me.
Yes, very good.
How was the show? I heard you went.
Evening, gentlemen.
Outrageous.
Hey.
These
Good
dances.
evening.
Well,
How do you do, sir?
That's French culture for you. Sign me up for French lessons. Was it just
It really is a beautiful hair.
I got it from Mr. Wasp. He's the finest milliner in the state and quite the most interesting purveyor of the exotic. But don't tell anyone, sir. The women here are all desperate to know.
Hello?
Evening, sir.
How do you do?
Hi there.
Well, I'm not quite sure yet. Albert Daniels. Bryn Tilden. This is Mr. Hector Fellows. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. New suit? Yeah. No, it's a new shirt. Are you new in town? Yes. I come from the west. I mean the north. The northwest. Okay. I came down from Washington myself many years ago.
This town gets to a man, undermines even the best of us.
I'm doing my best, sir.
Truth is an absolute, son. Don't you think?
Well, I don't quite understand.
Well, you are not, it would seem, the only one.
I was in the army once.
Good for you.
What do you do now? Well, I'm not quite. I'm an American. Yes, but what do you do? Oh, well, I'm in between jobs at the moment. Oh, of course.
You shall be too, sir, if you don't sharpen up your morality.
I'm trying, sir. I'm trying.
Well, try harder. Much harder.
What would you like me to do? To hit the mayor myself?
Impudence. I see you still got that. But it takes more than a steady line and insults to succeed in newspapers. At least in mine. Good evening.
How do you do?
Enjoying yourself?
You know, I think those fellers were making fun of me. Anyway, what you found out?
Nothing too much yet.
I'll be glad when this is over.
How are you all doing? How do you do, ma'am?
Why, hello. A question for you, sir. Are you familiar with the work of Charles Chateauneuf?
No, sorry, can't say I am.
Oh, well, not to worry. I do encourage you to view some of his pieces. Very provocative. I leave you to your evening.
Excuse me, why are you staring at me?
I'm only joking with you.
Well, that was a strange joke.
Evening, gentlemen. Hello there. Evening.
I'm sorry, but you can't be serious. That war is preferable to peace?
That's not what I said.
It is sad times we live in.
Sir?
Did you hear him back there? The law should be a dictator?
I wasn't really listening.
Lucky for you. And as for that other fella, Featherstone Chambers, what a windbag he is.
He did seem full of himself.
Anyway.
I'm a banker.
You know, it's rude to stare.
Banker? An investment banker.
Evening, folks.
You're the fellow
Bonjour.
who never lend me money when I need it.
Hello there.
And when I got
Hello, dear.
And what do you do, Mr. LaFon? Originally furs, but now all sorts. Lumber, leather, even maple syrup. My partners and I represent 20, well, more like 23% of all the trade heading south from Quebec into the U.S. And who do you bank with? Oh, the usual bunch of clowns in New York. Do you bank with anyone in the South? Not one I particularly like. Well, have you considered Lemoyne National Bank? Oh, I need a big bank, sir. We borrow a lot of money and generate a lot of cash. Some nervous small-town bank could finish us in a bad year.
Small town? We handle more cash and cash equivalents than any bank south of Manhattan, including St. Louis. Almost all the Caribbean trade banks with us. We work with all the remaining cotton growers in the U.S. who still use a lot of cash, and we help finance half the reconstruction projects after the war. We love big clients, and we love cash. Our branch alone here in town has more cash reserves on site than any bank in the entire country, outside of Wall Street and San Francisco.
Well, perhaps we could discuss it further one day, Mr. Knightley. When it comes to bankers, I drive a hard bargain, but I'm very fair in business. I would at least like the opportunity to show you our business. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find my fiancée. Of course. And congratulations. A wife is a wonderful thing.
Bonjour.
Could be interesting. I'll keep investigating. What a loathsome selection of humanity.
Coming for years. But that's not the interesting part. What's interesting is that her lover is a Pole. A Pole? A Russian. Something like that.
Like a Jew?
Not that bad, but nearly. Excuse us, sir. We are having a private...
You okay?
Oh, my lord! The pesky nut! What a way to go, eh? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thank you. Algernon Wasp.
Hello? Tacitus Kilgore.
Hello, Mr. Kilgore. No, what is it that you do?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic
and the remarkable. An aesthete in this land of commonplace heathens.
How do you do?
My card, sir. Pay me a visit in my atelier. I must just go and purge. I intend to stay thin until I pass away. Good evening.
Ma'am?
Still admiring my hat, I see.
No, not really.
A man can appreciate fine ladies' millinery. There's no shame in it.
Sure, guess.
Well, enjoy
do
the
you
rest of
stare
your
at me so?
evening.
How are you?
Oh, the eavesdropper.
Oh, would you like tickets?
What?
This cabaret show at the Theatre Ramur. It's jolly fun.
How do you do? Sure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Good evening.
Well. How's it going with you?
Life is magnificent.
Good for you.
Au revoir.
Evening, ladies.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Sorry you had to witness that. Slimy pig. His own wife's cousin. Man, you have no shame.
I won't argue with you there, miss. How do you do?
I just want to be left alone.
Good evening, ladies.
Chérie,